Hi, everybody. This is Senio. I wanted to put some more value to help you guys out on my Facebook page. I did a post yesterday or so, letting you guys know I wanted to share some things with you. Um, Today I'm going to be talking about the four basic concepts for learning, okay, and achieving success, whatever area in life you want to do that. Apply it to studies, business, family, relationships, money, whatever the case may be. One thing you should know is all leaders should be taught these things. I mean, folks, in societies and um, membership clubs where successful people gather and bounce stuff off of each other and ideas and so forth and mingle. They all know this stuff. They all practice this stuff. Hopefully, they keep practicing it, but for some reason, it's a little bit um, unclear when it comes to us, working class folks who are trying to make ends meet and trying to get to the next level in life so we can actually you know, be happy and be free and, not be stressed out and so forth like that. I know everybody wants to know the big catch in making money and what company I should be in and what product I should sell and, whatever the case may be and how I'm supposed to sell things and pitch people and blah, blah, blah. But it all comes down to this. You got to master the basics. So there are four basics, and I'm going to go through one at a time. This video is going to be for the first one. It's probably the most important. They're all important, but this is the first. Okay, the first. You do not want to skip this step. It's really important. Now, one thing I'm going to say is that it's important. I'm not the author of these concepts. Okay, they've been around since before Bible times. Um, Heck, Moses, had to go through this one that I'm going to talk about. Okay, so you know, it's if it takes you some time, it's okay to wrap your head around it. It's fine, but I do want to go through them one at a time. Now, I'm just going to take a few minutes here, but the info I'm giving you is just a tip of the iceberg. My mentors in the past and my current mentors now, they could probably take a good, 3-day weekend at a convention to really dig deep into this one subject. Okay, this one concept. So it is an ongoing learning process, but I want to get you guys started. I want to give you some value. I want folks on my page to be able to take something away from this that they can apply to whatever life challenges they might have. Okay, so let's dig into the very first concept. Very important. It's called the Teachability Index. And if you have had any kind of mentorship before, real mentorship and so forth, you might have heard and even went through some of these things. So if you have, and if you do know about that, I want to bring it up to your consciousness again and bring it up to your memory so that you can get back into it because it's really important. Okay, so Teachability Index. Uh, what that really means is how teachable are you? How coachable are you? And again, every day we should be coming back to this. Whenever somebody asks us a question, or our boss is trying to teach us something, or our mentor in our business is trying to help us learn something. Um, Great idea to stop and think, okay, how teachable am I right now? Okay, and evaluate yourself very quickly so that you can kind of get yourself on track. Okay, now what this means is, people say, oh, you know what, I got it, I know the teachability and I got it. Well, right there, that means you're not teachable. Okay, so it shouldn't be I got it, I got it, I got it. It should be I'm always getting it. I'm learning more and I'm eager to learn even more. What else do you have for me? Tell me more. Tell me more. Okay. That's being teachable. That's being coachable. Okay. So there are two variables in regard to this particular concept. Okay. Teachability index. The first one, there's two. The first one is, what is your willingness to learn? And put a number value to it. 1 to 10. What's your willingness to learn? Okay. And again, this can be anything: studies, learning a language, learning more about your business or work, and learn relationships. Hello, guys, come on. What is your willingness to learn? What's my willingness to learn, right? So we got to put a number to that. 1 and 10. What's your willingness to learn? What's your level? Okay. Many people that are starting a new a project in their life, or again that are learning something, taking a class or what have you, they start off with a pretty high willingness to learn. And then what happens? A couple months later, after they pass the course, or a couple years later, after they've learned a whole lot from their mentors or their teachers or their what have you, their gurus or whatever it is, they think they learned everything, and so their willingness to learn goes down. Okay, down, back to zero. So then they're not teachable anymore. They learn all that they can get, and so that's it. And that's a good way to kind of shoot your own foot. Okay, so again, so what we want to do is consistently, constantly, evaluate our own mind when we're approached with some new information, and go, okay, what's my willingness to learn this information right now? Okay, so it's kind of hard to measure. You could put a number to it, right? But a lot of people do lie to themselves. I mean, hey, I'm willing to learn this stuff. I'm willing to learn this stuff. I've got a mentor myself, and I could be, hey, yeah, I'm in this business and I'm willing to learn. Okay, yes, I can learn this. Okay, well, the litmus test for that, okay, is some questions. Let's measure it. Some measuring questions. What are you willing to invest? That's a hard question, but it's got to be asked. If I'm willing to learn something, really what that means is, what am I willing to invest in this? Okay, what kind of time am I willing to put towards this? An hour a day. I'll give an hour a week to learn this. Or shoot, if something's $5, I'll give $5. Yeah, and I'll learn this stuff. Okay. Or are you willing to really invest time? Are you willing to invest a weekend to go somewhere? Are you willing to invest $5,000 to learn something new that's actually going to break you through in your business, in your money, your bank account? Are you willing to learn? Are you willing to go somewhere else and get out of your comfort zone for a bit to grow and to get something that's actually going to be meat and potatoes and change your life? Okay, something that you can apply. Okay, what are you willing to invest? What are you willing to give? What are you willing to give up? Right? Some of you guys who love to golf, I don't know, are you willing to give up 6 months of golfing? TV. Hey, how many of you guys are willing to lay off the TV for a while? It doesn't have to be forever, but how far are you willing to go? What are you willing to give up? How about movies? How about going out to eat? If you're the kind of person who loves to go out to eat, fancy restaurants and all these, great, that's amazing. But sometimes we need to back off of that and sacrifice something for a time, for a season, to be able to learn something and focus on something new, so we can ingest it and it can become a part of us and it can produce the results in our lives that we want it to produce. Okay, so those are some measuring questions. Okay, litmus test. Okay, so what is your willingness to learn? All right, so that's the first variable in the concept of the teachability index. Where are you at? Are you at a 10 willingness to learn? Then that's great. Okay. Second variable is equally as important. Okay, second variable is what is your willingness to accept change? That's an even harder one because again, we go back. Oh, I'm willing to learn this stuff. Come on. I'm willing to learn this. Okay? I'm willing to learn how to start a business. Sure. Yeah, I'll learn how to start a business. Business class, yeah. Okay? But when it comes to changing, us as human beings as a species tend to have a hard time with changing. Okay, individually, man, we just it's for some reason it's in our nature. We get stuck in something, and even if it's something painful, we're comfortable and it feels good. It doesn't really feel good, but it's like this comfort pain. We know it's going to be there, but we're afraid to step out into the uncomfort zone. Okay. Um, because we feel like maybe out there, if we just step outside of our comfort zone, something worse might be more painful. And that's just, we got to break that kind of thinking. We got to shut that switch off and kick it out. Okay. So, what is your willingness to accept change? 1 to 10. What is your willingness to accept change? Okay. Now, if you've got a 10 willingness to learn and a 10 willingness to accept change, well, then you're rocking because now you've got a high teachability index. Okay. And that's fertile ground for success. Okay. That's fertile ground. So let's get to the willingness to accept change. Okay. Um, if you don't like the way your life is, okay, right? Most of us we've been there or we are there, and we wake up, it's the same boring Monday or whatever it is. We're doing the grind, we're going to our 8 to 5 or 9 to 5 or 7 to 9 or whatever it is, with the same old people and the same old this and that. Something has to change, right? Okay. You got the same old paycheck, living paycheck to paycheck. There's this saying now, it's probably pretty old, but it's hilarious. I went from paycheck to paycheck to getting up to direct deposit to direct deposit. All right. It's the same thing, right? So, I mean, if you're kind of tired of that kind of thing going on, um, you know, it's time to change something, right? So we've got to learn to accept some change. You have patterns of doing things a certain way. Patterns of doing things a certain way. More importantly, you have thought patterns. Patterns of thinking in a certain way. Okay, and you know what? Let's face the fire. A lot of the way we think is negative. A lot of the things we speak over ourselves and other people is negative, even when we're trying to joke. Okay, but it's got power. Our thoughts are actually things. Okay, they're substances. Okay, you can't see them, but it's real. Okay, and it controls everything. And our words are powerful. Okay, they're powerful. So when we speak and we think things, uh, that's going to create habits of our actions and so forth, and doing things. So really important that we got to start to change that stuff. Okay, so what is your willingness to accept change? Okay, how willing are you to change your life? Okay, um, for instance, I mean, if if you eat McDonald's 3 times a week, and I said, hey man, you can't be doing that anymore. Would you whine about it and be like, no, it's my habit. I want McDonald's 3 times a week. I got to have my Big Mac. Or are you willing to change? Are you willing to change the thoughts, habits, patterns? Okay. Um, all right. So it's all about the attitude. Okay. If you want a high willingness to accept a change and a high willingness to learn, the mental attitude should be this. Okay. Positive. You've got something for me. I will do whatever it takes to learn and accomplish this. That's my goal, whatever it takes. Now, you know, I'm not saying it's really important to get this, okay? Nobody's telling you to go blindly follow whoever, okay? It's really important, okay? Don't blatantly, don't challenge a concept. Don't challenge what your mentor or your boss or something is saying when they're trying to teach you something. Don't challenge it by blatantly disagreeing. that means you have a very low teachability index. It's really important, okay? So you don't want to blatantly challenge by disagreeing, okay? It shows that you don't really probably know what you're talking about, but neither do you want to just blindly follow, uh, you know, somebody, okay? That's really important as well. What the correct way to do it, the best way to do it is to accept that concept or accept that lesson as being true, that it must be true, okay? Believe that it must be true, okay? And then question it until you understand fully why it is true, okay? Do you see the difference there? It's important. If you blatantly disagree with somebody because you just don't believe it, okay. But again, you know what? Say, okay, well, this person's got is a multimillionaire. Something he's doing has got to be right. Okay. And if that person is telling you, this is what I did, this is what the steps you need to take to become what I am and to accomplish what your dreams are, whatever that might be for you, you need to accept it as true and then question the thing out of it. Beat the dead horse. Question it. Question the person. Because you're hungry for knowledge. You're hungry to know why that's true, so you can fully understand it, fully implement it in your mind, in your thoughts, and also in your actions. As it gets there. So, what's the problems in your life? Are you struggling with money, weight, stress, time? Families all over the place. You can't spend time with your kids. Are you bored? And what do you want? What do you want? Okay. Um, do you want to, you know, wake up excited every day for the day, have a new adventure, be able to not just pay your bills, right, on time? That's an amazing goal, but have extra overabundance so that you can do whatever it is you want to do and go wherever it is you want to go at any time you want to go, right? You want to go to bed, in peace. You want to wake up rested. You want to be healthy. You want to have adventure. You want to have bliss. You want to, be excited. Okay. If that's something you want, then it starts here. Teachability index. What is your willingness to learn, and what is your willingness to accept change? Okay. So here's a couple quotes here that I always think about myself. Again, many of you, especially if you're in a mentorship program or you network marketing or so forth, and you've got mentors, hopefully they have said this to you, and I'm sure you heard it. If you want things in your life to change, you have to change things in your life. Okay, if you want things in your life to change, you have to change things in your life. And the second one is if you continue doing what you always did, you're going to continue getting what you always got. Okay, so change your actions, but most importantly, let's change your thoughts. Okay, change your thoughts. It all starts right here. So I'm happy to be able to talk to you guys. I hope this was helpful for many of you, all of you, and I look forward to the next video with the next concept. Okay, thanks a lot. Take care.